What's up, my top 6 community? Welcome back to the channel. And Arsenal just beat Athletic Club 2-0 away in our first Champions League game of the season. And yes, we are excited and happy for the win, because that kicks off our season in the Champions League, a very important competition that we want to do well in this season. Maybe try to go on and win it. But let us just be honest, it was a frustrating, flat and questionable performance for most of the game, as it was in the last 20 minutes of the game that we really started to perform and look more of an attacking threat. Mikel Arteta made a big call with his lineup for this game. 3 defensive midfielder, no real creativity in the midfield, no proper link between midfield and attack. This decision made Arsenal look toothless going forward. The front 3 were starved, and it showed. Now, off the back of a good performance from Ranieri in the Nottingham Forest game on the weekend, I was looking for Ranieri to start in this game, not Mourinho, because we know that he would start Zubimendi and Rice, but we wanted Ranieri in the team for Martin Odegaard as an attacking midfielder to show some creativity and provide some balls going forward for our attackers to get on it and put the ball in the back of the net. This decision showed that Mikel Arteta is not brave enough to put teams to the sword. Madueke was lively in this game, always beating his man, but his final ball is poor. The end product was completely missing. Time after time we see Madueke take on his defender and go around him, but to pick a player out in the box, to find Gyökeres or find Eze, was really missing. It was only that one time that Eze should have reacted quicker and get on the ball to finish it. Madueke beat his defender, got around him, put the ball in the box, and Eze should have been first to that ball to put it in the back of the net. But the defender got around him and cleared it. That was the only time that Madueke actually almost picked out a player in the box. So Madueke just need to work on that a little bit, get those final balls in the box to the intended target, and we should see some results from that. But Madueke was good, just like on the weekend. He just needs to work on that final ball and he should be fine. And Eze, honestly, it was not a good performance from Eze today. He was invisible in the game, barely influenced the game at all. Today was Eze's first Champions League game, his Champions League debut, and I never really saw that fight that was required in this game today. This game was light. They're going to be way tougher Champions League games coming up in the season. So I really need to see that fight from Eze, fight for the ball, try your very best and score goals or assists to get the team up and running. So I'm looking for a much better performance from Eze, and hopefully he can deliver that on the weekend against Manchester City, because he didn't show that today. And Victor Gyökeres struggled up front today, but I can't blame him because he got no service. He got nothing from the midfield or the wide players. No service into the box, no ball into his feet for him to run on, maybe try and get a shot and score. There was no service for Gyökeres today. I can't really be too hard on him, but his performance was flat. But the team performance was flat, so I couldn't expect much from him. And in the midfield, Zubimendi, after a brilliant brace against Nottingham Forest on the weekend, Zubi was way off tonight. He was weak in his tackles and sloppy in possession. Time after time we see Zubi get the ball in the midfield, he take too much touches and then end up losing the ball to Athletic Club tonight. And Mourinho again offered nothing, just another defensive body in the midfield. He had no spark, no creativity. Ranieri should have started in that position today. He would have offered way more creativity in our midfield. Declan Rice picked up the early yellow card in this game. I was really worried for him, hoping that he wouldn't pick up another one and get sent off, but he ended up managing himself good and kept things under control. Now, you have to give credit to our defense today again. Jurian Timber and Mascara, either one of them could be man of the match in this game. Gabriel was steady as always, and Calafiori had a great game. We had a good defensive performance. We didn't really give Athletic Club much today, so credit to the defense. The game really changed after the 70-minute mark, after Arteta got on a few substitutions onto the pitch. He got on Trossard for Gyökeres and also got on Martinelli a man that has been getting a lot of stick from the Arsenal support for some poor performances in recent games. We got our breakthrough when Trossard played the ball over the top for Martinelli to run in behind the Athletic Club defense. Martinelli really thrives when he gets a lot of space to run at defenders, and he did so well, beating the defender for pace and kicking the ball into the back of the net. That made it Arsenal 1, Athletic Club 0. Because the way we've been performing, I was just hoping we could get even one goal and leave there with 3 points. And we did just that. Arteta's substitutions were effective today, and it was Martinelli who turned provider for our second goal, getting a ball on the flank in which he beat his defender and got around him and played the ball inside to Trossard, who controlled and shoot. The shot take a deflection and into the back of the net. 2-0 to the Arsenal. And from there on, we were celebrating because we know we had this game in the palm of our hand. But the performance was far from convincing. And yes, we got the win in our first Champions League game of the season, but the performance was frustrating. From minute 1 to 70, the performance was flat and predictable. Arteta needs to start trusting his creative midfielders more. If Odegaard is injured, he just go all defensive in midfield. He trusts one year or some more. He is a very efficient player. He performed well against Nottingham Forest, so I don't see why he was dropped today and not even get a minute of this game today. Because we can't afford to have these type of performances deeper into the tournament when we face tougher opponents. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. Arsenal fans, please let me know in the comment section if you're okay with the performance, or are you just happy we got the win. Please like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.